Great win by Illinois State. Their kids were really prepared to play. Very, very tough-minded group. Watching them on film coming into this game, their team's changed a few times here early in the season, but the one that they're putting out there right now, very, very tough to guard. And obviously, I think that their zone and their presses and some things gives them a chance to really play a unique style of play. And you got to be ready for it a little bit. But give them all the credit in the world. They were the more aggressive team. They were the tougher team. They were the team that really threw as many punches as I think that any team has thrown at us all season, regardless of where we've been. So our response wasn't what we're accustomed to. We got a good taste of medicine today that we probably needed. No one likes to get the medicine after a loss, but everybody in our locker room right now knows that the edge that we usually play with, the edge that we need, that wasn't there. And a lot of it had to do with Illinois State. I thought they hit us in the mouth. And from that point forward, we weren't right. So give them a lot of credit. As far as we go, we got a big week here preparing for our next game as we got a week off through the finals. So we're going to have a very eventful week in practice and hopefully a spirited week. And hopefully we'll figure out who's going to take the floor for us next Saturday.
I think you got the lead at 50-48. I think Sanford made that three there. Letting them come back right away, and I think they went on an 8-0 run. Was that really the
disappointing defensive mindset all game, but that kind of spoke volumes to how the game was going to go. When I think we may even hit 3 or 4 in a row. And, I think they had 5 points, maybe back-to-back shots. One was off of a ball screen or one dribble pull-up, and then the other one was either a guy ran in, maybe a kick-out pass for 3. But it starts and stops with us defensively, and we did not guard the ball at all. We didn't guard the ball at all. They're very difficult to contain a little bit with their dribble kicks, and some of the guys can really spray the ball. But we gave them all the confidence in the world, and when you get that lead, you make some plays on the road, and you can kind of get yourself in order there. That's when you need that toughness. That's when you need to keep grinding away. And the night wasn't our night from that perspective.
Turnovers really hurt you too tonight.
Yeah,
some of them were unforced, I would think.
They sped us up. I thought their three-quarter court press a little bit matched up with what we try to do, and we just need to handle the ball a little better. Some of the turnovers looked like guys were trying to run before they even caught the ball at times, and we were very unsure of ourselves when we caught the ball in the painted area, whether it be a guy that caught it in the foul line area or whether our front court caught the ball down there. But they were scrappy, and we were very weak catching the ball, passing the ball, handling it in general. And when your team makes 8 threes on you and you return the ball over 18 times, it doesn't matter what else you do, you're going to be in trouble.
It's hard playing as a ranked team. I mean, I'm sure you guys would. I know that ranking doesn't mean a whole lot, but it would have been nice to.
I think being ranked is a good thing. Anybody that has been ranked before, or anybody that wants to be ranked, to be ranked means that, you're earning a right to be considered that. And like I told our guys, be proud of that. But at the same time, you have a great responsibility as a player to really raise your level. Not only with one another, you have to raise your level of play, you have to raise your level of practice, you have to raise the level you communicate on a daily basis, because it's easy every once in a while when no one thinks you're any good to walk up and sucker punch them. And then all of a sudden, they kind of figure it out like, oh, they may be a little better than we thought. But once they know you're coming in and they know you can punch, that's when true teams really show up. And Illinois State, I thought, came in the game ready, but they believed they could win. I thought our guys came in and thought they were going to win. Didn't really understand what it was going to take tonight. But ranking, not ranking, that's all, like I said last week, it's irrelevant in the big scheme of things. Special seasons, they happen at odd times. No one won it all in November or December. Special seasons happen because you stay the course, and we'll stay the course as well.
How did foul trouble hurt you guys in the first half? Because I think you only had 8, but 4 guys with 2, including Devin Oliver.
Well, Devin's really having a hard time staying on the floor right now, and he's very important to us. We've got to take a look at some things. He's picking up 2 in the first half, and he's picking up a 4th one almost every game right now before we even get to 8 minutes left in the game. When he comes off the floor as a senior, he does a lot of good things for us on both ends of the floor. So we're going to have to figure out how we can, help him not foul, and if there's some things he can do for himself, lazily. I think his second foul or first foul was unnecessary. He really didn't need to reach in there. But also, our bench tonight, that's the telling tale. Our bench came in and went 33-31 against Illinois State's bench. Typically what's happening with our games is our bench is dominating the game. Our guys are coming in, they're getting the job done. Tonight that wasn't so much the case. I thought they were in foul trouble too, particularly in the first half. I thought they lost their two big guys pretty early on. They may even have lost Ziesloft as well in the first half. So they were able to weather it. They kept playing. So the guys came in. Our young guys keep coming in. Guys that are coming in the game right now, they got to be ready to go. But for the most part tonight, it was about Illinois State, and it was about what they did. It really wasn't about us. I thought that we really, for whatever reason, we didn't suit up tonight the way we had been.
It's not been on the road a long time, but now except for last Wednesday, but 5 straight at home now.
Yeah, I mean, like I told our guys, we played 9 games. We played 5 of them away from our own arena. I'm not sure how many programs are doing that right now. It's very difficult, not to mention the fact when you're on the road between 10 and 12 days and you're in Maui and you go through 5 time zones and then you come back and you try to get into gear. It's difficult to do that. But we finally can get our feet on the ground here. We got finals coming up, so we're going to have to balance that, obviously. But we have a big, big chance here this week to really grind away and get back to being, the team that we can be and fully anticipate next Saturday night, a team ready to go. And then from that point forward, like you said, we'll be at home for a little bit, and that doesn't guarantee anything. But we're going to make up for some of this time away from home where, to be honest with you, 7-2 right now, it's not perfect by any stretch, but, our guys are doing a pretty good job with it. We just got to get back to being who we are, and we can get a lot better. And I'm looking forward to getting back to the practice floor, most importantly, because I know the only way you can get a taste like this out of your mouth is to get going again. Players, anybody who's competitive knows that. We got to get playing. And the 6 days or whatever it is in between this next game, it'll tell who wants to play on Saturday because it's going to be a long week.